The virtual reality massive multiplayer online role-playing game Arc Earth allows its players total freedom in how they want to play the game, develop their characters, and even shape the world around them. This made the game very popular, and the large amount of players built their own kingdoms and went to war. One such kingdom is the Kingdom of Alkate, ruled by a green-haired boy named Solomon, who formed it to serve as a shelter for mages who want to develop their craft in peace. Among the mages, there were 9 elders who sought to master their respective type of magic, also known as the 9 wise men. And among those elders, it is the summoner Dunbalf, an old man with a great white beard, whom Solomon trusts the most. With a large army of monsters approaching the kingdom of Alkate and most of the elders occupied elsewhere, Solomon decides to send Dunbalf by himself to handle it. Before heading out, Dunbalf and Solomon spend some time together, revealing that they are friends outside of the game as well, where they hang out and plan things together. Leaving his servant non-player characters Mariana and Cleos behind to watch his home, Dunbalf heads out to meet the army of monsters on one of his magical flying islands. Displaying his mastery over the summoning magic, Dunbalf summons an entire army of knights to face against the monsters. While the two armies are clashing, Dunbalf uses one of his summons to track down the leader of the monsters. Engaging the leader directly, Dunbalf shows his mastery over a different kind of magic as well, the immortal arts, as he beats him with ease. Seeing their leader defeated, the monster army routs. But to prevent them from fleeing, Dunbalf summons a large white dragon Eisenfold, who completely wipes them out. Upon returning to the capital city, Solomon thanks Dunbalf for his outstanding performance, happy knowing that he can count on him. All of a sudden, something strange happens and Dunbalf regains consciousness on an open field in the vicinity of the capital city, only to realize that his body has completely changed, and instead of the old man, he is now a young woman with very long white hair. While getting back to the capital, he is distracted by the fact that he can taste, smell, and feel things, none of which used to be possible in the game. In the capital, Dunbalf sees his reflection in the glass, taking a moment to admire how cute he is. Returning to Solomon, Dunbalf explains that the last thing he remembers is falling asleep while messing around with his character's appearance. Now he is stuck in this girly form as he has no items to change his appearance back the way it was. It is then that Solomon reveals how 30 years have passed since he last saw him. While Solomon is briefing Dunbalf on what happened, one of the 9 elders, Luminaria, shows up. She heard that Dunbalf has returned and wanted to say hi, but ends up getting quite a shock upon seeing him in the form of a girl. Solomon explains to Dunbalf how the game world changed all of a sudden on that day 30 years ago. The 9 wise men all disappeared just like Dunbalf, and Solomon had to defend his kingdom all by himself for a long while before Luminaria joined up with him once again. Another thing that changed were the non-player characters of the game who became alive just like any living person would be. Returning to his estate, Dunbalf quickly realizes what Solomon meant with that, as Mariana gives him a tackle hug. Following Solomon's advice, Dunbalf decides to keep his identity a secret from others, so that their enemies would not think his change in appearance is a sign of weakness. So from now on, he takes on the role of Mira, pretending to be Dunbalf's apprentice. Mira feels bad about keeping her true identity a secret from Mariana, who remained loyal to her master and maintained the estate all these years by herself. But even so, she keeps the facade and thanks Mariana for her unwavering loyalty, explaining that she will be staying at Dunbalf's estate for the time being while he is busy elsewhere and cannot return. Solomon calls for Mira to go and confront a large horde of monsters that appeared nearby. Since his advisors do not know Mira's true identity, they are opposed to having the unknown girl handle the situation on her own. In order to raise their opinion of her and quell their concerns, Solomon sends them with her to the location. Due to the change in the world, Dunbalf's flying islands are no longer functioning, so they are driven there by Garrett. Arriving at the location, they immediately engage the encroaching monsters, defeating the lesser demon that was leading them. With the demon defeated, its grudge evolves a legendary beast that was present, turning it into a rampaging monstrosity. Using the crystal that was left behind by the demon, Mira empowers one of her summoned knights but ends up unhappy with the result, as the knight became harder to control. In the end, she uses her standard Dark Knights to bring down the legendary beast and shock Solomon's advisors with her mastery over summoning magic. Returning to Solomon, his advisors are more than happy to confirm that Mira is indeed as exceptional as he stated she would be, but they are concerned that someone seems to be behind the monster attack, as it was not a natural phenomena. Solomon explains to Mira that there was a giant invasion of demons after everything changed. While humanity managed to fend off the invasion and survive, the demons laid waste to all of the kingdoms. Since they all wanted to focus on rebuilding, they signed non-aggression pacts, ensuring some peacetime. Now those packs are about to run out, and all but 2 of the 9 wise men are still missing. In order to ensure the security and survival of Alkate, Solomon wants Mira to set out on an adventure and find the missing wise men. Mira is happy to accept the job, and for her first journey, she picks Nebrapolis, reasoning that the catacombs of Nebrapolis are the perfect place for someone like Sol Howl, the elder of necromancy. Making arrangements for Mira to get an adventurer's license so she could enter, Solomon sends her off to investigate. Upon arriving at the town close to Nebrapolis, a little boy bumps into Mira. His name is Tact, and he wants to go to the catacombs in order to see his parents, who have passed away. Mira is aware that there is an item located inside of it called the Mirror of Darkness, which lets those gazing into it see and communicate with their loved ones who passed away. She decides to aid Tact and escort him into the catacombs so he could see his parents once again. The 2 other adventurers, Emira and Zeph, who are trying to dissuade Tact from going, are worried about him and Mira, so they decide to join them to keep them safe. They call for their guild members, Asval and Fricka, for support before heading into Nebrapolis. From the start, Fricka shows her unhealthy obsession with Mira, and Emira needs to constantly stop her from going overboard. Hearing that Mira is a summoner, they are worried if she will be okay, as summoners became very rare, and those that are around are quite weak. She is more than happy to shock them, though, as she summons one of the Valkyries, Alfina, and has her make short work of all the monsters standing in their way. This makes the journey to the Mirror a breeze. When Tact stands in front of it, there are no reflections shown. To test if the mirror works, Zeph stands in front of the mirror and calls for his sister, Lyrica, who passed on due to an illness many years ago. Suddenly, she appears before him. Breaking down in tears, Zeph apologizes for not being able to save her when she needed him the most. Lyrica consoles him, knowing that he was working hard to get the money needed for her medicine, so instead of dwelling on the past, he should focus on his future. Finding out that she does not hate him for it, Zeph cheers up and introduces his guild members to her. They spend the final few moments in cheer before the magic from the mirror vanishes and Lyrica disappears for good. This helps Mira realize just how alive the non-player characters of the world have become. She also figures out that Tact's parents must still be alive, since they did not show up in the mirror. Mira attempts to contact the spirit of famous demon expert Howard, but as she is not very familiar with him, nothing shows up in the mirror. With the side mission done, Mira delves deeper into the catacombs to try and locate Sol Howl. Accompanied by her new friends, they find the castle in the deepest level. At first glance, it seems to be a dead end, but Mira uses her magic to open up a secret path. Telling them that the place is very dangerous, Mira leaves her companions at the entrance and continues on her own. Upon entering the throne room, she finds a large amount of deceased maids perfectly preserved by magic. But instead of finding Sol Howl, she finds a woman suspended in status by a spell, barely clinging on to life. After rummaging through Sol Howl's notes, Mira finds out that he is looking for a way to break the curse that is placed upon the woman. Taking his encrypted notes, she leaves the castle and regroups with her friends. On the way out of the catacombs, they are suddenly confronted by a powerful demon. The adventurers accompanying Mira stand no chance against the mighty foe, so Mira takes him on her own. Instead, on relying on her summons, this time Mira uses the immortal arts magic to combat the demon hand-to-hand. Her mastery over the immortal arts is outstanding, and she is able to easily overpower the demon. While the demon's resilience is hard to overcome, she uses her arts to paralyze and weaken him, allowing her summon to deliver the finishing blow. Her adventurer friends quickly realize that her magic resembles that of the fabled Dunbalf, so she tells them the same cover story as everyone else, that she is his disciple. Thanks to that, she learns that Dunbalf is held in high regard among the adventurers of the kingdom, as it is well known that he saved the kingdom from monsters in the past. However, on their way back from the catacombs, they notice that the nearby town is engulfed in flames. While they were in the catacombs, a horde of zombies has attacked the town. Seeing that the situation is dire, they quickly jump to the rescue, aiding the town's defenders. Mira summons all 7 of her Valkyries and tasks them with cleaning up the city of the evil invaders. Following Alfina's breakdown of the situation, they locate the monster responsible behind the zombies' sudden aggression. Realizing that the monster is still in the process of powering up, Mira decides to not give it the chance to reach its full potential. Ordering the Valkyries to obliterate it immediately, they combine their powers and completely delete the foe. Afterwards, Mira celebrates the successful rescue of the town with her new friends. The captain of their guild shows up, introducing himself as Searle. After thanking Mira for helping her fellow guildmates, he reveals to her that he's also one of the players who used to play Arc Earth before it changed into this reality. Thanks to her powers, he quickly realized that she is a player as well. He briefs her on some of the events that transpired after the game changed. At first, he was shocked and scared since he was unable to log out of the game and everything felt so real, especially pain from wounds inflicted on him. Realizing that all those non-player characters were able to feel, learn, and grow just like he does made him want to help them. After he helped the village he found himself and overcome his troubles, he set out into the world. Eventually founding the guild he is the leader of now by gathering like-minded individuals and bringing them together. At that point, he invites Mira to join his guild as well, but she refuses, stating that her current situation is keeping her rather busy. After saying her farewells to Cyril and her new friends, Mira returns to the capital city to report her findings to Solomon. Hey, thank you for staying all the way till the end. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It takes only a second, but it means everything to us. Have a great day and see you in the next video.